that are currently open will be closed until the 15th of February for general entry and departure. These include the 6 busiest border posts, which are Beitbridge, Libombo, Maseru Bridge, Oshhoek, Vicksburg, and Kopfontein. People will, however, still be allowed to enter or depart the country for the following purposes: for the transportation of fuel, cargo, and goods, emergency medical attention for a life-threatening condition, the return of South African nationals or permanent residents or persons with other valid visas, diplomats, the departure of foreign nationals, daily commuters from neighboring countries who attend school in South Africa. These measures we had implemented right at the beginning when we had the earlier lockdown. The full list of exemptions will be contained in the regulations. It is necessary that we keep the alert level 3 measures in place until we have passed the peak of new infections and we are certain that the rate of transmission has fallen enough to allow us to safely ease the current restrictions. And I wish to express my appreciation to the religious leaders of our country and the religious community as a whole, in particular for the support and the understanding that they have demonstrated throughout this pandemic. Not only have faith-based organizations had to limit or to adjust the nature of worship or their various other activities, they have also provided counseling, they've provided support, they've also taken up quite efficiently feeding schemes and other social services to communities. And we commend them for this. At a time when people need both material and spiritual comfort, it is indeed unfortunate that the restrictions on religious and other gatherings have to remain in place for the moment. Research has identified several risks that arise from religious services and other gatherings. These include the risk associated with enclosed spaces, large groups, close proximity to others, staying for long times in one place, and loud talking as well as singing. We will continue our discussions with our religious leaders on how best to safely meet the desire of many of our people to worship in congregation while working together to preserve life. We have communicated this to our religious leaders and we will be having further discussions with them. As schools and other educational institutions prepare to begin the new academic year, there is understandably concern about whether this is advisable in the midst of a second wave of infections. The National Coronavirus Command Council is dealing with this matter, and we will provide guidance on this matter in the coming days. As the country returns to work after the festive break, it is essential that all places of work ensure that they continue to have safety protocols in place, and they must ensure that these are vigorously adhered to. Our second task, as we chart our path to recovery, is to achieve immunity across our population through a massive program of vaccination. The development of several effective vaccines